Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
I work and I'm studying English as well.
And what's your job?
I work in a hairdressing and I do manicure, I do nails. I work part-time.
And how long have you done this job?
I've been doing this job for almost 1 year.
And do you like it?
Actually, I don't like it very very much. The part that I like is that I can communicate with people, and it's good because I'm living in Portugal and it improves my Portuguese. I can speak Portuguese with people. But I don't really like the job. I prefer the other kinds of the job. Maybe I like interior designer, and I like to do some handicrafts, these kind of jobs.
Okay, and what job do you hope to be doing in 10 years' time?
In 10 years' time, I'd like to have my own shop and to do handicrafts like jewelries, like necklace, earrings, and sell them.
Okay, let's talk about free time. How much free time do you have?
As I told you, I work part-time, so I have pretty much free time. I work just 3 days a week. So.
And what do you usually do in your free time?
I usually study English and sometimes study French as well. And I read books, I like to watch movies, I walk at the beach, I like to go shopping.
And do you think people these days should have more free time?
I think so, because people are working a lot and they are not with their family, they can't take care of their children, and yeah, I think they have to have more free time.
Let's move on to talk about learning languages. What languages can you speak?
I speak Farsi, which is my language. I speak English, a little French, a little Portuguese.
And how much do you enjoy learning English?
I enjoy a lot. I like learning language. I like to know other people, other cultures. I enjoy it.
And what activity do you find most useful for learning English?
I think writing is very useful for me because I have to concentrate, I have to use the new words that I've learned, and talking as well is very useful.
And what do you find most difficult about learning English?
For me, it's vocabulary. It's very difficult because every time I learn new words, I memorize it, but because I don't use it a lot, I forget it in a couple of weeks. And especially more advanced words that we don't use in our speaking, in our communications. It's difficult to memorize.
Okay, next I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Here's some paper and a pencil, and I'd like you to describe someone you know about who works hard.
Yeah.
All right. Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes, so don't worry if I stop you. Can you start, please?
Yes. Someone I know who works hard is one of my relatives. He's not a very close relative, he's one of my husband's family. That he's almost 60 years old and he still works very hard. Maybe he sleeps 3 to 4 hours at night. He has 3 restaurants and bars, and he's doing a new job, which is a commercial room between Portugal and Iran, which means to import and export things between Iran and Portugal, and it's actually a huge task. And he flies once a month from Portugal to Iran, and he's always busy. He doesn't have time to be with his family. But I think he's satisfied because he likes his job, and yeah, because he is used to working hard. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, thank you. Do you work hard?
No, no, I don't like to work hard.
Okay, we've been talking about someone you know about who works hard, and now I'd like to ask you one or two more general questions related to this. Let's consider first of all different kinds of jobs. Which kinds of jobs do you think are the hardest to do?
Hardest to do, I think laborers work very hard, and mean workers, I think they work very hard, and people who build building constructions and with more physical works, I think they are more difficult.
Mm-hmm. And why do some jobs require people to do long periods of training to qualify them?
I don't understand, sorry.
Yeah, why do some jobs require people to do long periods of training to qualify them?
I think because they are most sensible jobs. They need more practice, they need more training, more. They have to know, the people have to know more details about the job, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. And do you think some people's working hours are too long?
I don't understand, sorry.
Do you think some people's working hours are too long?
Some people working hours are too long. Yeah, maybe. Some people work, for example, 15 hours a day. It's very long, and it's not normal, and they can't rest. And yeah, it's very long.
Okay, now let's consider work and technology.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that technology increases or decreases the number of jobs available?
I think technology decreased the jobs because, for example, robots do jobs, do works more than people. They don't need for example, factories. They don't need many people to work because they have machines. They have robots to do the jobs, to do the works, and it decreased the number of jobs for people.
Mm-hmm. And what are the main ways in which technology helps people in their work?
I think communication. Technology helps communication between people. For example, internet, cell phones are very important in these days. People can be in touch every time, and they can get information from internet about their job, and they can improve their knowledge.
And how do you think technology will affect work in the future?
In the future, I think it's going to affect a lot, because it's improving. Technology is improving a lot, and in our lifestyle, in our job as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of the speaking test.
Okay, thanks.